Apparently, if you're a single Western man living in Southeast Asia, women here consider you a loser back home. That's the label now, the new insult. But what does it actually mean? And why does it say more about the people saying it than it does about the person being labeled as such? If you've been living here and are frustrated with dating, or you're considering the move and not sure what to expect, unpacking this put down will tell us a lot. Let's take a closer look at that term, loser back home. Well, welcome to Western culture, a place where climbing the corporate ladder, taking out a 30-year mortgage, and tolerating dating apps that are more like hostage negotiations is considered success. But if you reject that, if you take your talents, your savings, and your sanity somewhere else, well, now you're a loser, a failure, a dropout from the religion of careerism and consumer debt. The term loser back home has been all over the news feeds lately. You probably saw it on the White Lotus, HBO's Emmy-winning fantasy about miserable rich people who vacation at luxury resorts so they can complain about the help. In one now famous scene, a character casually drops this line. You'll see a lot of bald white guys in Thailand. Locals call them LBHs, losers back home. It's supposed to be a joke, but like all effective propaganda, it's not really funny. It's a cultural signal, a warning to you and I. Don't you dare escape. Don't you dare build a life outside the system. Don't you dare enjoy yourself. Unless, of course, it's on their terms. Because of the HBO show, the basic white sister crowd is now coming to Southeast Asia in droves. My very own basic white sister is planning a trip to Koh Samui as we speak. Along with her will come her basic white family, Instagram yoga moms, and white wine vacationers. Everyone who booked their trip to Thailand after binge watching The White Lotus. It's being called the White Lotus effect. Great for the local economies, not so great for you and I. They'll get off the plane with their judgmental eyes, and when they see one of us, single, male, smiling, dating someone attractive, they freak out. Because suddenly you've exposed the lie. You don't need the West. You're not playing their game. And what's even worse, you're winning. So where is this loser back home slur really coming from? Well, some of it's jealousy. You get to live well for less, and they don't. You opted out, and they're still stuck grinding it out, paying $4,000 a month in rent in a city they secretly hate. But there's another layer to it. Women from the West, especially hot single women from the West, don't like being de-centered. They come here and realize they're no longer playing the main character. They're not the prize. You are. And that's unacceptable. So to maintain their illusion of superiority, they invent a narrative. You must have failed. You must have been unwanted. You must be a loser back home. But what about the women here? The Thai women, the Vietnamese women, Filipinas, the Cambodians? Ask yourself, why would they consider you a loser back home? In most cases, you have more income, more mobility, and more access to opportunity than anyone in their orbit. You represent upward mobility. You are the upgrade. So guys, just because we're living in Southeast Asia, there's no need to be guilted into this narrative and play their charity case. But that doesn't mean that dating women here is easy, because guess what? Many of them are smart. Many are strategic. Many of them took a course from a Thai woman calling herself a dating guru, who teaches them how to fleece you in a long-term pig butchering scheme. And the educated and ambitious ones, they're not looking to settle down in Saigon or Chiang Mai. They're looking to get out, just like you are from your own home country. These women have seen the Instagrams and TikToks about the Western world and probably have a vision board about their future life in it. So if you think you're going to move to Southeast Asia and be treated like a king just for showing up, think again. The bar girls will treat you like one, right until the money runs out. And even if you have a bottomless trust fund, does falling in love with a stripper or turning a hooker into a housewife sound like a well-reasoned dating strategy to you? Probably not. And sure, the educated women with nice handbags here will give you a shot. But if you're not providing a path to Paris or a ticket to Toronto, don't expect the royal treatment. And even the nice girls, the ones who seem genuine, could be looking for a financial parachute. And that's not a character flaw. That's called survival. All of these women are playing the same game you are. just for different stakes. Many of them here are playing it at a much higher level. The real uncomfortable truth for Western men here is this. You've heard that you could live your best life here on a lower budget. You've heard some of that from me. And if you're living in Chiang Mai on $1,200 a month, you may be living a richer life than someone in Seattle on $100,000 a year. But you're not going to impress a woman whose entire family sees her beauty and education as their generational lottery ticket. To her, you're not the prize. You're the low-budget option. And that's a tough pill for some men to swallow who got by on good looks and the gift of gab back home. Here with those qualities, you still need $1 to board the bus. The bottom line is this. Finding a quality woman here is no more or less difficult on balance than it is in any other part of the world where dating women can be a pain in the ass. It's just the way that it's more difficult, and the way that it's less difficult is, well, different. And while women are up there on the list, there are far better reasons for moving to Southeast Asia. The cost of living and the culture, for starters. And yes, some women here and some friends and family will consider you a loser back home. Will you be judged for moving here? Almost certainly. But the better question to ask is, do you care? Because what you gain over here is freedom. The freedom to live affordably, to opt out, to reset. You'll have the room in your life to become yourself again. And at the end of the day, the basic white sister crowd is going home after their 2-week vacation. And the hot women over here whose shit doesn't stink, they don't stand a chance in hell of marrying a guy from the West who isn't a total loser in the first place or doesn't plan on locking them in a basement in Ohio and forcing them to host freak-off parties every weekend. A guy that's going to marry a hot, demanding woman from Southeast Asia and bring her back to a Western country definitely has issues. And that girl, she'll still be on Tinder in Thailand 2 years from now. Trust me. Some people may consider me a loser back home. Fine. Because over here, I'm living a much better life. And if you have the courage to break free, you can too. That's going to do it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.